Right, and now I'm gonna teach you guys about the power dynamics about in society. So in society, we've understood that to be a person in society, you have to understand the dynamics of what essentially is the 100%, right? So in society, they basically give you responsibilities, They'll give you they'll give you to like establish power. They tell you you're 100, they show you how to be one, but then they tell you that you have reached one out of two of your responsibilities today. Don't worry about it. Tomorrow we'll do better. And that becomes the forever lesson, right? Now, these are the people that have been selected to represent power. These are three selected power groups that have been established to overlook what basically these guys over here like hassling themselves about trying to accomplish. This guy, he has 100 responsibilities. He accomplishes 50. At the end of the day, he still looks like an average citizen, but he took care of 50 things that made him more successful, more achievable, and more desirable. But at the end of the day, he still has 50 things about him that he did not look into or take care of, but he is deemed okay citizen, a person of power, So essentially, you can understand how the leash tightens when people in power, are basically criticized, because they're being criticized from 50 different vantage points that they're unable to manage, so they only take care of 50, thus leaving themselves wide open. But it's 50 responsibilities that make them look good, but can also make them look bad, And this, on this end, this is like the low life, supposedly, the homeless person, the person who lives a simple life, the person that just worried about water and sleeping, or eating, drinking, and sleeping, This person probably has like 50 responsibilities that might include, people's paychecks, responsibilities in a company, outputs, statistical and criteria that is used to nowadays navigate what basically is a power structure that we live in, And this is why, most people don't get not exactly wise or rise up to the occasion, but how they don't necessarily find themselves seeing that anybody's any different, because essentially we're all beat down the same way. You all see that everybody's only allowed to give it 50%. It just means how much more failure can they hold, when they're taken away from what is their success, So if you're like 100% able to perform, able to talk, able to communicate, able to be yourself, how do you lose 50% of yourself, Is it the signals, the miss eye contact, the miscommunication, the sporadicness,